Alright, welcome back to Case Closed Anime Review, episode number 267. I'm hoping this weekend, basically, I don't have to review this, like, a few days after the episode comes out. I'm hoping of that. The only reason why for this review's long delay is because I had stuff going on today, and I just did not get a chance to view it. At least watch the episode till just not that long ago. So, in this particular episode, we're talking about for Case Closed, which is episode number 1156. Yes. Known as the Ishikawa Yorumasshi mystery. There's no murder here, this one. Nope, not really. There's no murder mystery. So, it kind of features sort of like a tourist two-parter, kind of like what the last two-parter they just had, where it's a promotion for an area of Japan. Okay, fine. So, we have Mori going to meet with his client, who turns out to be a former member of a rock band, who had disbanded due to somebody stealing a bunch of charity money. Yeah, that was simply the reason why they broke up, because they suspected each other, so they all broke up. And Conan and Rand proceed to just walk around, look at the sights. Very nice looking sights. We have Rand even be a geisha for a bit. And Conan, meanwhile, though, it put a bug in Mori's pocket in order to figure out what the heck is going on. Then he contacts him, and then he's mysteriously kidnapped by this mysterious person who turns out to be a local surfer. And he's a fan of the band. And he actually figured out the whole thing with the embezzling money thing, and actually who was responsible for it. This mysterious person in this video. And so, then of course, Rand basically notifies that, yes, Conan has been kidnapped. So, then they bring in their two band members. One who happens to be the leader, who was a drummer. And they mentioned that after they broke up, he became owner. He runs a restaurant. And the other guy, apparently they say he became a used car salesman. But then it turns out, no, he didn't become a used car salesman. He actually just runs a body shop. Okay? And the other guy, who they said, oh, he was going to go to London to basically study music. But he had no funds. So I'm like, what the heck did these guys do for 3 years? Yeah, they mentioned 3 years. Probably in this episode that they broke up because of that. So, and apparently it was the lead singer's idea. They call him leader. I've never heard of a band refer to their leader of the band as leader. I've never heard them refer to that before. Mostly put he's leader of a group per se, like some militant group, used for like a leader or a boss. But the band members for the lead singer's leader, I've never heard it before. Not even other rock bands. They've had rock bands in the show before, but not like this. And apparently that when Mori first meets her, she's like, oh, hi, Mori. And he's like, do I know you? And eventually he remembers, oh, yeah, I remember seeing you very briefly for 5 minutes at this charity event that he was security for. Yes. So that's how they they briefly met. And now, when I meet people at conventions, a lot of the time, they don't remember me at all because they see tons of faces. The only creator who actually remembered me is Joshua Williamson, because I've seen him multiple times, and when the last time I saw him, I was shocked the fact that he remembered me. Purely because, basically, I would have thought, though, I would try to basically say when last time we saw each other, and he remembered me, no problem. I never had that experience before, because this happened with Neil Adams, where 1 year later he completely forgot me at all, because he's seen most people he kind of forgot. But, well, he did recommend to listen to this podcast, whatever. So I kind of have experienced that before from my perspective, where people don't remember me. There's some who do remember me per se, after I kind of politely remind them about it. Well, in the case of like when I met with Karen Ashley the second time, she didn't remember me. And then next time I saw her, which is Tampa Comic Con. This was 2023. I actually took out the photo that I took my phone and showed her. Yeah, we have met before, and she remembered that one. And I kind of told her that she kind of forgot me before, which fine. Michael Cuppa remembered me. Yes, he's another member of me, but not everybody. So that's kind of thing is people see multiple faces. Heck, I get that for customers at my work, where like, oh, you remember me, and I'm like, I may not remember them because some are memorable per se because they come multiple times. Some basically I may not see for months before they come back again. Because I just see a bunch of faces. I say, take your order, stuff like that. So, I have experienced both ways, so I kind of understand how Maury feels about that. So, then of course Debica from Conan is kidnapped, and of course, he's very calm about it. He refers himself as Maury's assistant, he kind of is. And apparently it's known that he's just Maury's assistant who just also had to be a very good detective like he is. As a matter of fact, he's a much better detective than Maury is. So then they just surf, and apparently Conan's good because surf because he skateboards. Which I'm like, where the heck is his skateboard this episode? Yes. So then they go back to his place. Apparently, he shows them the video of the culprit. They see his golden skateboard, and when he gets to his place, where apparently he lived with his uncle, and apparently the place was ransacked, and then their option is they think the person's coming back, so their response is to hop in his Jeep and leave, and then they're driving the road, about to make a turn, the brakes don't work. Yes, and we see this mysterious person wearing combat boots. Who this person is, we don't know. Probably won't know until next week's episode. Actually, it's coming Saturday. And then the episode ends with them falling off the road sign into water in the Jeep. I gotta admit, this actually was a really good episode. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Yeah, and my honest opinion, a lot better than last week's episode. Oh gosh, yes. I would say, out of the episodes of aired the season so far, last week's episode, which is a sequel filler episode, that one was bad this whole season so far. This is probably one of the more better written filler episodes I've seen so far. Yep, but not much to say of this episode. Awesome. So, by the way, no chapter manga until next month. So I'll have over that. So, excuse me. That's pretty much it, particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications. And that's it. So, next up, basically, doing my last video for the evening because it's getting really late. I'm working on One Piece. Okay? Thanks, you. Bye.